If there's any reason someone who isn't wealthy right now wants to live besides the basic reasons such as family you love, a job you like, or some smaller reasons such as seeing the season finale of a show, it's the days we can look forward to it being popular culture to understand how much we're figuratively drowning in the noise economic manipulation puts on us in every second of our daily lives. Many voices are out there doing their part to constantly do what a lot of the wealthy do to us who are nowhere near as rich as them or are near poverty levels. Make fun of the situations and mindsets they portray. This is needed with how there's too many talks about trying to ignore everything that hurts us and how our reactions to it aren't the answer. While a lot of people are actually listening to this passive behavior advice, people who are near the 1% are drowning in rising inflation costs, medical bill fees, credit card debt, rent they're struggling to pay, etc. Pick something that costs money. We're struggling with it. If we turn things we're feeling forced to pay for into pennies, or even coins where each coin is equal to $1, a lot of us would be drowning in that sea of coins, or would at least take up a bothersome amount of space in our homes. It's already hard to manage this, and when you add how we're apparently supposed to accept it as it is, as if there is nothing we can do, that only makes more frustration, more class wars, more people freaking out and doing anything they can to just urge anyone to throw them a life jacket to keep them floating above the sea of fees that they incurred either under constant corporate ad pressures, peer pressures, or because it's something they need to survive and had no choice but to acquire it with. Exploitative fees that preys on their desperation. Even with these kinds of things people already know is going on, then there are the ones that let the wealthy who love performing personal forms of economic manipulation on their own families tell them that the fault always lies in the people who don't want to work hard as them. As if people aren't doing what they can with what they are allowed to have every day. A lot of our current problems lie in the fact that so many will believe exorbitant amounts of wealth is always self-made. On the occasion it is, you'll always notice the same theme in most of them. Just like a dragon whose instinct is to hoard every treasure it finds, it will be more accepted for them to blame who doesn't want to fail to have comfort and security as a result of their greed than it is to blame the scary, huge dragon most feel they can't do anything about because they aren't fighting it with swords and shields in hand directly. It's easier to destroy a house of cards by pulling one card from the bottom instead of trying to go for the cards at the top. The economic manipulators know this very well, and that's how they got us in the constant emotional class wars against each other we seem to always be in now. Learn to control one big wave, and you may control the flow of an ocean if you maneuver the direction of the wave right. Significant change does not happen with one big charge into big institutions like the MAGA riots of January 6th. It starts with small steps like well-organized plans to take care of one another in small communities, or bolder actions like the ways people are standing up to IC when they storm through areas and making them back off, or starting communities or discussions in online spaces that motivate people towards the opposite of the ideas that seek to only make it popular to judge and divide us further. Our seas of fees will only become more manageable when we're taking care of each other and not shoving every idea of sharing and understanding into a vault that only hand-picked people get access to.